Pep Talk UK, Pro Beez, out here somewhere in North London, and I'm joined by the heavyweight celebrity franchise champion. You like that?
I like that, man. Yeah? I like the sound of that.
All this franchise business.
I don't know.
These days.
What is all that shit, man? What is all that shit? I just don't get it, man. Do you know what I mean? Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Like champion is champion. You know what? You got too much categories, man. Too much categories in boxing now. Do you know what I mean?
Too much fragmented belts in boxing.
Yeah.
But
just one belt, one champion.
In the celebrity terms, the blue belt seems to be the belt. Right?
Listen, this is like the WBC belt. This is the original. The original. But I heard there's a new belt on the scene now. There's a new belt on the scene. Do you know what I mean? I heard there's a new champion on the scene.
A new champ, and speaking of champs, Rants and Bants. That kind of rhymes. Yeah. So Rants and Bants defeated DT's son Kieran. What did you make of the result?
No mass. No mass Rants, man. Rantsachenko, man. He done a number on him, man. He done a number on him, and you know what? See, think about it. I think, man. You know what? Right now, I'm tormented to whether to tell you how it is, because it's a man's sport, and he got involved into a man's sport, and you got to take in a man's sport. You got to take it this thing out. And do we treat him in kids' gloves, or we just say how it is? Do you know what I mean? That's the thing, right? Yeah, I'm trying to say he's over 18. He's called the fight on. He got beat comprehensively, and you know what? Fair play for him to get in the ring in the first place. But he said on camera, man, a very bad thing. He said, I didn't think I was going to win. And I'm sorry, but that's not good. Forget about Elner and all that, man. But if you don't think you're going to win a fight, don't call it on. Don't call on the fight. You honestly, in your heart of heart, know you're going to lose. Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't matter what the beef is between someone and your dad. Don't call it on, man. Don't call on a fight when in your heart you know you're going to lose. That's not me going up to That's not me going up to Dillian Whyte and calling it on. It's madness, man. Don't call it on, man. Relax yourself. Stay in your lane, man. Stay in your lane. Don't do that, man. Let Rants and DT sort it out, man. Don't do that. And now you've got to take the humiliation. No, I don't like this, man. And that shit can fuck up a young guy's head, you know. Everyone making memes of him and this thing and blah 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 and all this sort of stuff. It's wrong, man. It's wrong. And DT should never put his son in that situation. He's supposed to protect his son, man. And you know, all this stuff about he's got his own mind. No, you ain't got your own mind, man. So it's my beef. This ain't your beef. You ain't fighting no matter what. You ain't fighting. You ain't fighting. You ain't fighting. You ain't fighting. We ain't fighting. So do you know what? Is it worth it at the end of the day? And they're talking about a rematch. A rematch.
That's the word on the street already.
Come on, man. A rematch means when you go close, when you go 3 rounds. It was no mas. He said no more. I don't want to fight no more. The referee looked into his eyes and saw someone who didn't want to fight no more. How can you ask for a rematch? It doesn't make sense, man. And do you know what? Honestly, right, yeah? Like, his son said on camera that he didn't think he was going to win. And they think they're going to have 4 amateur fights, and it doesn't matter if you had 1,000 fights, you still wouldn't beat Rants. It's impossible, mate. It's just all wrong. It's all wrong. Do you know what? Sometimes it doesn't matter. It's like Anthony Joshua Ruiz. It doesn't matter how many times you find someone who you can't beat them. You'll never beat them. You're never going to beat that style. You never. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what you do, doesn't matter if you go on, it doesn't matter. And they're saying they're going to do 4 amateur fights. What do you think that was? Do you think that was not amateur fight? That's an amateur fight. They think it's a professional fight. DT thinks he's a professional manager, and he thinks his son's a professional. We're going to have 4 amateur fights, we're going to go away camp, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, we're going to come back stronger, we're going to do this, and this. That's an amateur fight you just had. Right? DT, you don't know nothing about boxing, mate. You don't know anything about boxing, right, yeah? Listen to me. You're not going to come back and have 4 fights and everything's going to change. Rants will have 4 fights as well if he knows your son's having 4 fights. So I don't understand. What is the point? What is the point of a rematch? This is what I just don't understand, right, yeah? For what? For what, man? You gonna put your son through that again? I've got time for Kieran. He came down to West Ham once. We done a little thing or whatever, and he done a little sparring. And, I mean, he's a nice kid, and he's commendable what he done. But come on, man. Can't put it through again.
You're talking about no rematch.
Yeah.
But a lot of people are saying.
Boom!
The franchise champion.
The franchise champion, that's back to boom, man. You know what I mean, whoever got to get him here, boom.
So a lot of people are now looking really towards, if the rematch doesn't happen, unification.
Right, Rants
and Bants.
So this is more likely because the rematch is dead in the water. Doesn't matter what's been agreed or whatever. That's not happening. All right. All right, I've already reached out to Rants already. He doesn't want the rematch because there's no point. There's nothing more to prove for him. All right? What's the point? Who's going to be interested in that? As far as I'm concerned, the beef has been squashed. I don't know what DT and Rants is beef, but his son, their beef squashed. So the only way I can see a fight materialising is honestly, is if DT gets a green note or green card or whatever it is from his or a sick note clearance from his doctor, they can fight, and he fights Rants himself. That's the only possible way. Rants will not fight DT's son. I'm 99% sure of that. Right? Okay. When you got to accept when it's over. Move on, man. You could take the L, man. Take the L. DT can't take the L, man. He's getting other people involved. Take the L, mate. Take it. We all get them, man. We all get them. Just you got to move on, man. But what I'm trying to say is, Rants a champion. I'm a champion. Let's get it on.
Yeah.
I've got attributes. He's got attributes. Everyone knows. Everyone knows I've got a heart of a lion. Everyone knows that you'll never hear no muss out of my mouth. Never. Doesn't care how. Listen, man. I've been put on my ass. I'll get back up, mate. And I keep on coming forward. I keep on coming forward like a bull, like a raging bull, mate. You listen, mate. Listen. I mean, like, Rants is good, man, and stuff. And I respect the guy, but fight's a fight, man. And the thing about it is, you know what? You can fight someone, right? Yeah, you can fight someone and shake their hand after, and still be friends, man. You know what I mean? It's just a fight. It's just a fight at the end of the day. It's just a fight. A lot of people, they get too emotionally involved in a fight. Why do they get emotionally involved, man? Fight? No big thing. It's no biggie. It's like sparring, isn't it? A fight is just like an intense sparring session. In my eyes, it's no biggie, man. You know what I mean? People go, oh, the fight. So what? It's only a fight. It's only a fight. It's nothing. We get too emotionally involved with fights, man. Seriously. Champions don't think we emotionally detach ourselves from fights. Get a few licks. This year, you might get dropped this year. You get up, it's over, done.
What about yourself and DT? I thought the smoke has sort of settled down.
Well, that's what I thought.
You two were good mates.
Well, do you know what? No, to be honest, I would never say we was good mates. I would never been good mates. But we had a bit of a treaty, we had a bit of a peace treaty, whatever, this thing around, we was talking and stuff and whatever, and I thought everything was all sorted out again.
It didn't last for long, did it? Yeah.
Well, we agreed, don't say nothing personal about each other on social media. Let's not go with them beef, let's not entertain other people, this thing, and then, okay, cool. The moment he loses, he goes on Twitter and he starts talking about, because I call that Rants, starts talking about, you want to stand a chance with Chazza. How does he know? What does he know about boxing? He's got zero boxing knowledge, zero boxing IQ. He goes nothing, mate. If he had any boxing knowledge, he would not put him in the fight with Rants. If he had any sense, any boxing knowledge, he doesn't know nothing about boxing. How would he know what would happen between me and Chazza? Chazza was blown out of his arse after the first round, I heard. What are you talking about? One of my licks, man, he'd been knocked out. I don't care, man. Look, listen to me. Chazza is not the same force as he once was. Oh, by the way, if anyone hasn't seen, I heard that Chazza got knocked the fuck out, categorically.
Would you make it a whole result? Obviously, you were meant to fight.
Yeah.
Chazza Real Talk.
Yeah.
You meant to headline the whole show.
Yeah.
And big surprise. I mean, I was there and I just blinked, and Chazza was knocked out. I couldn't believe that.
This is what happens, man. This is what happens. This is what happens, right? Yeah. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter if you're Roberto Duran. It doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter, man. If you stop boxing and you start fucking, if you start, the temptations of life, and you neglect. I mean, you got to train. Basics, man. Basics, you got to train. But some people are so arrogant. They're so arrogant, man, that they think they don't have to train. They think, oh, you know what? Listen, man. Listen. There's a saying. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't want to work hard. And that's that. You always see me in the gym. You always see me grafting. You always see me training. Always, mate. Always. I'm always around the guys in the boxing. I'm always training my sparring. I'm always. Chazza probably didn't spar once for this fight. And that's what happens, man. You're not used to. After 4 years, you're not used to getting punches no more. You're not used to. You flinch. You know what I mean? When the punch comes at you, this, you ain't good. You ain't got it no more. You ain't got it. It doesn't matter what you once did. It doesn't matter what you once did. Do you know what I mean? Even Sugar and all those guys, they still stay in the gym. Roberto Duran, they still stay in the gym. I know people, I know champions, they still stay in the gym, man. It doesn't matter, man. They're still around the guys. They're still around the chaps. They're still boxing. They're still doing a little thing. They're still working out 2 or 3 times a week, ticking over. He doesn't tick over at all. He doesn't. Nothing. He's neglected boxing for 4 years, and then come back, think he's just going to turn up and just win. He got beaten by an 18-year-old unknown guy, and there's a lot of sadness around that night, man. A lot of sadness when you think about it, man. I actually feel sorry for him. I actually feel sorry for the guy, mate. I actually feel sorry for the guy talking himself up, but he's gonna do this, do that, mate. I'm telling you, mate. Can you imagine if he'd got any? Hello. You alright?
I love your series.
Yeah!
Heavy
moving. Yes, thank you. Yes. Yeah.
So just to conclude, when do we see the Boominator back doing what he does best, back in the ring, throwing those combinations inside the ring? When do we see that?
Listen,
the franchise champion.
The franchise champion. So, you know what, me and Rants, man, we're in talks. We're in talks to sort this out, and I think we need to unify the belts. We're gonna, you know, we got some offers already. We got some offers, some big offers from promoters, you know, and you know, I think it's time. I think it's time that the Boominator, the champion, defends his belt, and Rants has got to defend his belt. I don't think there's anyone else out there of the same caliber as the Boominator. That Rants, it's a logical fight, so it's gonna happen. You know what I mean? And the day it's like, you know, and with me, what you see is what you get, man. You're gonna get heart. You're not gonna get no more gassing. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do that. When it comes down to it, nah, mate. When you listen to me, with me, you get value, mate. You get value, mate. You get value because you know what? I'm in it to the last second. I don't get punched and then turn away. I don't get punched and then get shook. I get punched and I move forwards, like Rocky. Bam, moving forward. Bam, moving forward. Man, moving forward. You know what I mean? I'll come for you. I'll come for you, man. I'll chase you around that ring and I'll get you. You know what I mean?
So just to conclude, what are the odds, Boominator bets, that you become celebrity, unified heavyweight champion? Boominator bets.
See, I would say, because of the fitness and the stamina, I'd have to make Rants probably favourite.
Wow.
Probably favourite. I got the size, but he obviously like, you know, he can move around and he can duck punches and all that sort of stuff. But man, listen, man, I've got tactics, man. That's to tie people up, man. I've got the strength, man. And that's to tie people up, and I've got tactics. Us big boys have got tactics. We got tactics, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like trying to catch a chicken. It takes a bit of time, but you get them in the end. Do you know what I mean? Like a slippery eel. You'll get in the end. You'll get them in the end. It won't be straight away, but you'll get them in the end. But anyway, at the end of the day, man, you know what? It'll be a good fight. Because neither of us, we're both warriors, and we'll just get it on. Do you know what I mean? Just get it on. There'll be none of this None of this no mask shit. None of this I don't want to fight no more. None of this yeah, no giving up halfway. It'll be a fight, and that's essentially what the people want. They're gonna get a fight. They're gonna get a fight. He can talk. I can talk. He can fight. I can fight. That's it. Simple. He's a champion. I'm a champion. So it's a logical fight. Let's get this on. Let's get it made. He's up for it. I'm up for it. No point in stupid rematches. Forget about that. That's done, man. That's over. Move on from that shit, man.
Cracking stuff. We'd like to thank Mr. Boombastic himself, Mr. Heavy D. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Pep Talk UK. Boominator. Cracking stuff.